Hey residents of MeepleTown, today we're going to be lining up camels across the board to deliver goods to different locations in the game Caravan. So let's get to the table and check it out. Alright, so if you look at the board, you're going to see lots of different locations. You're going to see cubes on the different numbers, and I'll kind of explain what those are, but essentially what you're trying to do is deliver goods to the matching colors. So if I pick up this brown cube on my camel, I'm going to try to deliver it to the brown location, and when I do that, I'm going to get victory points at the end of the game. You have four, the red, white, blue, and brown, which are the just regular goods. Then you have the ones on the outer part of the board, the gray, green, purple, and pink. And those are going to be the rare goods that are going to give you more points. They'll give you 6, and the regular goods give you 3. And what you're going to do on your turn is you're either going to be placing camels or you're going to be picking up goods or sending the goods across your caravan. But to start the game off, I, as the first player, right? I can be the first player?
You're always the first player.
I, as the first player, will take 1 action, then John's gonna take 2, then I'll take 3, then John's gonna take 4, and then from that point on, we'll be taking 4 actions for the rest of the game. So
we will indeed.
All right, so I'm looking at the board, and I see this brown cube that's close to brown, and I also see green that's close to green, which is a rare good. So I'm gonna try to kind of focus my attention over here. All I can do is 1 action, so I'll put 1 camel on the board.
Okay, I see this purple close to this purple up here, so I'm gonna go here. That's 1 action, and since I get 2, I'm gonna do that right there.
All right, and then I'm going to take 3 actions this time. Now, if I were to place one of my camels into John's location, that would cost 2 action points as opposed to just 1. And I'm gonna just try to 1, 2, 3 line up my camels so that I can have a caravan, so the next turn I can pick this up and deliver that. And John, I'm assuming, is gonna do the same thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 1, 2. I can do 4 now, right? Yep. 3, because that's what I do to pick it up, counts as an action, and then 4 to deliver it. So there we go. I've got a cloth.
All right, and I'm going to pick up this gem for 1 action, and when I pick that up, if I have a demand marker also in that space, I get to pick it up and just put it on my board. That's going to be worth 1 victory point per demand marker at the end of the game. So that's 1 action, 2, and when I send that over there, that's going to automatically deliver if it can. Then I'm going to go up here, maybe cause a little stir up here. That's 3 and 4.
Okay. I'm gonna go down here. 1, 2, and I'll get. Oops! Oh no. 2, and then I am going to start heading this direction. 3, 4.
All right. Don't forget you do have that extra camel on your board. You start off the game in a starting game. You might have 6 camels. In this game that we're playing, we're gonna have 5. All right. So I'm gonna take these 3 camels and I'm gonna place 1, 2, and place in John's space. That's gonna be 2. So that's 3, 4.
Okay. I see you making a long train of camels there. I am gonna go 1. Then I'm gonna pass this 2. Then I'm gonna go 3 and 4. And you cannot pass diagonally. I don't think we've mentioned that yet. It has to be adjacent.
Yeah, your caravan has to be orthogonally adjacent. All right, now what I could do, I'm just gonna show you an example of the other action that you can take. I can take this one right here and put it here. That's gonna cost 2 action points. And then I can steal this good from John. If I do that, that's gonna go underneath my camel so that he can't just steal it right back. Now you have to have a thief token in order to be able to do that. So I would pass this to John, and in this case, that would leave me with no more thief tokens, so I wouldn't be able to steal it, and John would have 2, so he would have all the stealing power, as it were. I'm not gonna do that. If this was a rare good, I probably would do that, but I don't know if it's worth it right now. So for my turn, I'm just gonna go 1 to pick that up, 2 to send it up here, and I'm gonna go, he might just come in and steal that. We'll see how that works out.
That's kind of what I've been waiting for.
3, 4, and that'll be my entire turn. Which is okay if he steals it, because again, I will have 2 tokens and he won't have any in the future to steal.
That is true. So I am going to go 1. Whoops. 2. Oh, I can't do that. and steal from him. Okay, I've got to steal from him. So,
actually, before
wait,
you
what
do
did
that,
I just do wrong? Was that right? That's where it was. Okay.
Before you do that, one thing we forgot to do is now we have 4 locations that that have goods on them.
Oh, you're right.
And the other 4 that don't. So as soon as that happens, we skipped a little bit, but it doesn't make much of a difference for this example. You're going to draw 4 cubes out of the bag and put them on those locations. But before you do that, you're going to take demand markers that John's taken and putting them on the locations that have not been taken. So that makes them more appealing as the game goes on. So we'll just put one there.
It can be very appealing because some of these goods that you're delivering are worth 3 points. You could have 2 points immediately just by even picking up that good.
That's right. That's right.
That's pretty nice. Okay, so my turn.
That's your.
I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3 and steal that pink paper. So that does mean, as Dean said, I'm gonna pass this along to him, meaning I can't steal.
All right.
And he can't steal this good, so
that's exactly
good for me.
So looking at the board, I see that a blue token landed right here, which is kind of nice because I'm right in that area. So I'm going to take this one right here. That's going to be 1 action, 2 action, 3 to pick this up, and then my 4th one will be to send it over and deliver it, and that'll give me 3 points. And this kind of gives you a gist. So you're going to do this, play this out. In a 4-player, 3 or 4-player game, you're going to have a lot more camels on the board than you will a 2-player. But this just kind of gives you a gist of how it plays out. But let's talk about art and components. John, what do you think?
Art and components. Okay, let's talk about the positives. I like the camels.
Yeah.
The camels are cool. I like how the goods fit on the camel back. I like how they fit underneath the camel. I think that's really, really neat. The art is not my taste at all. I just don't like the art. The box art's okay, but this, it's kind of blurred out on the sides to focus on them. I don't know. I don't think the art's very good.
Yeah, I'm with John. It's just not good art. But the functionality of the board is fine. The layout, the graphic design in the sense of knowing where things need to go is great, but it just doesn't look pretty on the table, I don't think, other than the camels and the same things that you mentioned.
Yeah, so I like that, but the rest of it's just kind of blah. These like coin tokens are fine. These boards are thick, so that's good.
Yeah. All right, but as far as gameplay goes, the gameplay is really simple. You can play a 3-4 player game of this. If everyone knows it, you can play it in about 30 minutes.
So we did yesterday. That's 30 minutes, boom.
That's exactly right. As long as everyone knows what they're doing, your turns go really quick. And I like that about it. I tend to like games that you have quick turns, but you still have some thinkiness about the actions that you're going to take. And that's exactly what this game delivers. Yeah,
for sure. I think that's some of my highlights right there. Is like it's very quick to set up. Also,
right.
I like that. Like you can put this on the table, you can be ready to go in like 2 or 3 minutes. It's that quick. And then the quick turns. I like the decisions that you have to make. Like it's an efficiency pick up and deliver game. You're sitting back trying to figure out, okay, if I can get this good and this good, like Dean mentioned it the last time, they're right next to each other. I can deliver that. How can I position my camels to not only deliver one good, but position myself to already be in the position to get another good and deliver that? When do I steal? Like that's an important one. Should I steal now? Because now I can't steal because I just spent that turn, but I think it was worth it because this is an expensive 6-point getter. When do I pick up these coins? Oh, not here, but pick up the coins up here because the demand's good. It's a lot of pretty cool decisions.
Yeah. Now, if you like abstract games, I think this is one you should check out. If you like 2-player abstract games, I wouldn't buy this for a 2-player game, but if you're looking at a 3 or 4-player game that's puzzly, that's very much what this game is. It's a puzzle to figure out and when to use the tokens, when to line up your caravan in certain places. So I think that's great. What about your final thoughts, John?
Yeah, well, I'll also say I don't think it's a bad 2-player game.
Sure,
I just think it's much better at a higher player count.
That's fair, yeah.
So I actually didn't have a lot of expectations going into this game. I didn't. I just thought, okay, yeah, let's give it a whirl, and I'll have to admit, it was better than I thought. I think it's a solid game. I mentioned the decisions that you make that are nice. It's not overly thinky, so it is pretty quick turns. I think it's a solid game. I'm going to give it 7 out of 10. So a pretty good score. I don't think it didn't blow my mind, but I thought it was a nice, solid game. And it's, is it something that I'm going to pick up personally? I don't know. But if someone wants to play a game, sure, I'll play a game that's quick.
Yeah, I tend to like abstract games, and I think this one is pretty good. I give this one a solid 7 as well. I actually kind of teetered on 7, 7.5. I'll stick with 7 right now, and then time will kind of tell with that. But I quite enjoyed this game. I think it's I was really I thought I might like it, but I didn't know I would like it as much as what I did. Quick abstract game, a lot of fun. We both enjoy it. We both give it a 7. So definitely check this one out if this seems like it might be your style of game. John, why don't you tell people how they can get in touch with us?
Yep, if you're enjoying our videos, please subscribe to our channel. You can click on the bell to get notifications for when we put out new videos, just like this one. We're on YouTube. I mean, of course we're on YouTube. We're right here.
Literally watching us.
I meant to say Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. All those were at MeepleTown Games, and we are Board Game Geek Guild 3407.
All right, that's going to do it for Caravan. Thanks for coming down to MeepleTown.
Thanks for joining us, and be sure to follow us on Twitter at MeepleTown Games, and connect with us on the MeepleTown Guild, Guild number 3407, at BoardGameGeek.com, and also subscribe to our podcast and YouTube channel. And until next time, thanks for coming down to MeepleTown.